lengthy post on his verified X handle on Saturday, Bayo Onanuga claimed that Obi's supporters are behind the planned protests nationwide against the Tinubu's administration. Obi and his supporters should be held responsible for any mayhem that may occur in the protest, alleging that they are not Democrats but anarchists. Now, a lot of people have been asking, why are we projecting mayhem to occur at that protest? Because prior to Tinubu, the APC's administration, protests have been peaceful so far. Even during the military, they've had peaceful protests so far. There were no thugs that came to disrupt the process. But why then are we afraid to allow people air their views? And what other channels are available for Nigerians to air their views with? What other channels are available to air their views, with? So you have the presidential aide by Onanuga on Sunday alleging that Peter Obi and his supporters are planning to stage a nationwide protest against the Tinubu's administration with the hashtag Tinubu must go, hashtag democracy revolution 2024. He has claimed that the protesters are the same individuals who were involved in the destructive NSAS protest in October 2020 and are now seeking to destabilize the country. Now, this particular allegation is not even coming from the NSA, right? I mean, if you're looking at where this particular allegation should come from, it should be with proof. Right? It should be with proof. You've done your investigations to note that, okay, this is the person sponsoring this protest. And of course, the same people who made NSAS destructive are the same people who are going ahead to protest in this particular. A lot to unpack.
So they want to protect other means to get the attention of the government, and it's not what these things. So of course, we need to also acknowledge the fact that are not addressing the reasons for the protests. They are rather addressing the fact that people shouldn't protest. And that is unfortunate. Tell them your plans, and the looting of our economy can use some. Our oil production is not up to 1.6 million liters per day. And then you are still insisting on cutting generously, putting us into more debt, putting pressure on people. And there is no plan to solve our critical problems. We have a problem of insecurity. That insecurity underscores everything that's happening in Nigeria, really, GDP. Probably trying to get attention. That's why Nigerians don't even of
your mind
person you are. I mean, you are the. If you want people language, you appoint them too. So I don't even want to blame the appointees at this time because they were appointed. And Nigerians are very good singing at all levels. So when they come into the position and they notice that this is where you're going, they will go ahead of you. They will go there and wait for you. If you're insensitive to the yearnings of the people, to their needs, the Nigerians will help you. What I mean is your team generally seems to adapt to whatever.
APC youth vendetta, Muhammadu Tinubu, Amechi, use Okalu, Adams Somali. They did their own. But the one we want now is to let them know that this is the reality of the day. They should come out. Mr. Peter, you don't be afraid. Nobody will arrest you. We want people like you. Maybe police see you, let them shoot you, but they will not shoot all of us. We are suffering. The suffering does not know boundary. Tribe, religion. In Southwest, every power is a slogan. People are, look at me, I'm a taxi driver, I buy for 16,000 every day, no passenger, and I must go out. I'm not a lazy person. What type of country is it? Will be
in that manner. This is not a big gift to. As for civil society,
from so time to so time, it helps us so we can serve the listeners better. Shouldn't the federal government be looking
test ground and start interviewing people? As a president or as a political leader, as a protest, because you didn't allow him to use in a constructive manner, they will arrest you. You just should not take him. When a person wants to make suggestions to a governor, to a senator, to a president, consistently, there is no channel, even ordinary email, open email, tell Nigerians to tell you how they feel, respond to them, take advice from them, you won't open. Then when the Nigerian man comments on social media, because of the pain that he's feeling, you go and arrest him and say that this is cyber stalking and start talking nonsense. So a protest happens when you don't allow people proper channels of feedback and engagement. Messing with the children in the family. So if they know you, they are, when last did you really talk with them? This one, that, and then suddenly you see somebody who was failing exams begin to pass. So somebody should begin to teach English and eat lunch. No, I'm not talking about that. We need to begin. I mean, we talk about servant leader. We bandy words around servant leader, servant leader. How many of our leaders are servants? All right. Do they go to the hospitals we go to? Do they eat the food we eat? Do you don't? If they don't feel our pain, how can they? Nigerians need to start thinking.
All right. So on that note, I think on our YouTube channel, go ahead and watch it.
Yeah, they cannot manage the feedback from the people. It is time. It is time to listen to the voice of the people. Do have a great day. Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Larry. All right. Nonso is in the studio. Nonso Arinzechi, who is the sports bishop. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning. Hope you have had a wonderful conversation.
Mr. Larry can come through this phone and beat whoever doesn't want to listen. Anyway, there's conversations right now. I mean, we're talking sports right about now. Don't get confused. It's still the arena and we're talking sports. And there was a conversation, or there was gossip, quote unquote, about Kevin De Bruyne leaving Pep Guardiola and the entire Man City. Yeah. I was angry about that. But Pep has come out to say, no, he's not leaving. What's going on in the transfer window?
Exactly. See, Pep is just being Pep. Every manager would answer the way he was. It's just before the beginning of his preseason. He was asked a question about Kevin De Bruyne because of the pursuit by guys from Saudi Arabia about his signature. And Kwela said he's not going anywhere. I think I would say this. I would give him the same answer if I was Pep Guardiola. But we all know there's serious interest from Saudi Arabia. He for himself, before the end of the season, said he was going to be looking at the amount because of how incredible the fee was, you know. But wait and see. We had a man already praying for life after Kevin De Bruyne, and we had a man in their books is setting everybody chasing.
I'm quite sad about Kevin De Bruyne leaving because I mean, Man City is my team. I love Pep. I love Erling Haaland. I love the entire team. They're my people. So Kevin De Bruyne leaving,
not confirmed yet,
it's
anyway.
not confirmed. Anyway.
But if it's happening, I think he's played. It's come on. He has 1 year left in his contract.
Is it just about money? Saudi Pro League. How far have they gone in? You know.
How old is Kevin De Bruyne again?
How much? What's it called?
Followership.
Now? Yes, that's the word I was looking for. Okay. How much followership compared to the EPL? You have the Euros.
Is Kevin De Bruyne looking for followership at this time of at this age of his career?
He's looking for money.
Yeah, exactly. A player who is injury laden for some time.
It's a cha-ching sound he wants to hear.
He's gradually getting to his late 30s, and football is a very short career. Get the bag.
Okay. Absolutely. Okay, he's chasing that paper. Go ahead. Tell me, which of the player is making the rounds on the transfer window? Who has a better deal at the transfer market so far?
Let's start off from the transfer market. Like you did see a lot of movement left, right, and center. We told you about Lenny Euro for £2 million yesterday. We told you about a certain Joshua Zeki from Bologna for Manchester United. For Chelsea, it's like they're getting all the best young guys in the world. Viega, the likes of Tosi Adarabioyo for free transfer from Fulham as well. They've signed 5 players so far, Chelsea. For us now, it seems like one deal is very close. We can confirm that to you. It's certainly Calafiori. We hear that it's very close, but Arteta is giving tight lips on that one as well. He's come back and said that he's not going to talk about that one. He's just going to let it go. But we hear that it's very, very close. It could happen as quickly as possible. Aston Villa yesterday completed a £50 million deal for a certain Andre Onana. Not the Onana of Man United. We call him the Onana the Banana. This one is a guy from Belgium, the defensive midfielder who was also in the books of Arsenal. Aston Villa have signed him up, £50 million. You hear it's going to be a 5-year deal, and the boy from Everton is going to be playing in the Champions League. So good one for Aston Villa and Unai Emery, who continues to rebuild his squad for that one. Okay, in the transfer market, it looks like that all through as well. So we'll wait and see how it pounds out. But so far so good. Looks like the biggest winner has been classic Chelsea, or is it going to be Man United? But I think Man United have bought 2 quality players. Maybe 1 quality player, 1 average player. Just was a key, and of course,
Chelsea needs all the help it can get at this point to revive what has died.
Absolutely, they need all the help they can get. We'll wait and see how possible that one will be. But before we leave a bit of European football, we'll quickly let you know of course, that we hear that a certain Chelsea WSL will be starting that for the women's soccer league in America, in England. They'll be starting their campaign, their title defense against Aston Villa. And of course, you know that coach has left out for United States of America for the Olympic Games. She will be assisted by, of course, no other than Ward, the former coach of Aston Villa. We hear that Bournemouth owner is saying they don't want to know. There's a lot of foreign games being taken from United States to go and play elsewhere. And they're saying, no, we're not taking any game foreign. We are all going to be playing our games. All the whole Premier League game we played in England. We're not be doing like maybe Spain, who will go take the Copa, the Super League to Saudi Arabia. No. The owner of Bournemouth is saying he wants all the league to be played in England. But let's leave that moment and let's touch down now to the Ministry of Youth and Sport. You know, we're still counting down to the Olympic Games, and now there's a new one coming up. And it's quite, you know, we hear that the Nigerian Minister of Sport Development, Senator John Oman Enon, on yesterday announced a transformative innovation initiative to celebrate Nigerian football dream team memorandum of understanding with Homeland Films.
It's an exciting moment. Exciting more because of what value I think we are trying to make and what history is going to teach so many people. For too many, I mean, they just grown up to hear that Nigeria won gold at the 1996 Olympics, won football gold.
Bayaro, a secretary of the Nigerian Olympic Association, he said that this project was very long overdue. Let's listen to him.
Landmark achievement for even future developments as far as achievement is concerned. It becomes a reference point. People can see what concocted and went around in terms of achieving that gold-winning feat.
Also, we hear, of course, that the president of the Homeland Films, Ms. Mary Ephraim Ebers, spoke further on the importance of the Dream Teams project.
Right, we will immortalize our JJ Okachas, our Babayaros. We will immortalize them. It's not about them. It's about the fact that there are people that have already, young people have already immortalized them in their hearts. And us being able to put them on a pedestal will really affect the young people. And they'll be able to see that, oh wow, if I work just as hard, Nigeria is going to reward me. They're going to immortalize me. They're going to put me on a pedestal.
The Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Sport Development at Tunuke Wati, General Secretary of the Nigerian Football Federation, Dr. Sanisu, and other top stakeholders were present at the event to lend their support for the project. Quickly, we also hear ahead of the military games that will come up on November 2024, the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Gwabin Musa, OFR, and the military delegation visited the office of the Minister of the Youth and Sport to solidify the needed technical partnership with the ministry. The minister, according to the minister, Senator John Oman Eno, he said the military has always been our ally. We boast of athletes who are from the military. The military game in itself is an event of great pride for our country, where other countries will participate. As a minister, we are ready to deliver on this agenda. Also, we know that, of course, the Sun Eagles have arrived in Nigeria early this morning, 12:45 a.m. They'll be moving straight to Kaduna to prepare for the second leg against Mauritania at the Murtala Square in Kaduna. And we also know that, of course, the countdown to the Olympic Games is up and running. Teams are already preparing for that one. Wait and see how things pans out. Also, the CAF C women's license course the first module has ended. We hear they will go on a week coaches talking about for the female women CAF C license. And then finally, from the NFF, we hear that big news we hear is that the Nigerian Football Federation has expressed its support for the Girls Play Sport Football Tournament, an initiative vetted by the Honorable Ayo Omidiron and organized under the Ayo Omidiron's Foundation. During a courtesy call to the tournament by the tournament organizing committee to the NFF Secretariat in Abuja, Sanusi, the General Secretary of the NFF, representing the NFF President Ibrahim Gusso, said that the NFF, under the leadership of Alhaji Ibrahim Gusso, is committed to making it mandatory for all Premier League clubs to establish women's football team. The initiative comes at the right time for the enhancement of women's football in Nigeria and align with FIFA-funded talent